Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another review. Today we're going to be looking at the Easter cars. We have Easter Mater, Easter Lightning McQueen, and Easter Ramone. So I think it is about time Mattel decided to release the Easter cars because these are featured off of the book Mater and the Easter Buggy. Now I just think that's awesome that they finally decided to review it after years. They finally decided to release these cars after years is what I meant. But yeah, I was very happy after these were announced. So every single one of the characters that have been released so far do have Easter baskets. And I do want to say two things before we get into this review. The first thing I want to say is that today right now in this review we are not going to be reviewing all of the Easter cars. We also have Easter Buggy, so this is going to be a very rare day for reviewing because today we're going to have two videos for you guys. So we're going to have this review of Lightning, Ramone, and Mater, and then later today, once you guys are watching this, the review of Easter Buggy will be coming out. So I think that'll be awesome. And I haven't done this I believe I've only done this like maybe 2 or 3 times, 2 videos in one day, but I definitely do not do it a lot. So hope you guys are looking forward to that. And then also the second thing I wanted to say is that I do apologize that I've been doing a lot of complete series of videos for 2016. And, I really do want to get those out because I have so many, I do have quite a few cars, and I believe a couple planes in package that I really do want to open. So I really want to get to those soon. It's just I really need to get these complete series videos for 2016 out of the way so that we can get to more of the unboxing reviews. But I am quite backed up right now because I have so many reviews to get out, but I believe by next month we'll be getting a lot of unboxing reviews out. So by most likely mid-April, I'm gonna try and get a lot of more unboxing reviews out for you guys. So those are the two announcements. So now let's go ahead and take a look at Easter Lightning McQueen first. So here is the front. As you can see, it looks awesome. He's got paint all over him. And then in the back, you can see the description. The folks at Radiator Springs can't wait for the Easter Buggy to visit and fill their tires with treats. With spring colors and decorations all over town, the friends are revved up and ready to celebrate. So we have 3 characters on the back, of course, Easter Ramone, Easter Buggy, and Easter Mater. So now let's go ahead and take Easter Lightning out of the package, shall we? There we go. Alrighty, so here is Easter Lightning McQueen out of the package. So he looks awesome. So this story did take place, I believe, a little bit before Cars 2, because as you can see here, he's in his Hudson Hornet Piston Cup form. So that means it was definitely before Cars 2, because he was seen in the Hudson Hornet Piston Cup paint job before, just right at the beginning of Cars 2, and just a little bit of the beginning before it got into the movie, and then he got into his World Grand Prix form. So let's go ahead and take a look at him. So I'm not going to go too in depth with him because of course he is the exact same as HHPC Lightning McQueen, but he's just got a lot of paint splatters on him because I believe in the story a paint can fell on him with all sorts of different colors. So there's a lot of the colors all over him. So as you can see here, it's kind of covering the side a little bit with blue, yellow, pink, and blue. So I think that's awesome. I really do like the color combination, how it's kind of splattered around the side as well. Very cool. And also you could also tell there's a little bit of splatter on the hood as well, but mostly it's pretty much just all over on the back side that you can tell, but none like right on the back where his spoiler is, but basically just all in this area. So I think that's awesome, and I'm pretty sure it's accurate to what was seen in the story because I mean I believe multiple paint cans fell on him, but I do have the story, so I'll probably look back and see the exact details on it, but still I think that's awesome. So here's his plastic Easter basket from the Easter Buggy, very detailed because it has a tag for Lightning, with an exclamation mark and a bolt under the G. Now, there's a lot of goodies here. There's some oil cans that are striped. There's a zigzag on them, and then is that a hubcap? No, it looks almost like a speaker, but then I believe the rest of them are oil cans, so I think that's really cool. And then there's also a little plastic bow right there, and a bunch of polka dots around the pink base. I think that's awesome. And then there's a little stamp right there. But I really do like how detailed the Easter baskets are, because also you could tell they're in a little bit of like a nest full of grass. But of course the grass is not actual grass, it's just all plastic and not removable. So that will do it for Easter lightning. So now let's take a look at Easter Mater. So here is Easter Mater. Very nice. And then on the back you can see just what was on the back for Lightning and Ramone. So now let's go ahead and take him out of the package. Oh yeah, I forgot. I kind of have to pick at it a little bit. Right, there we go. Alrighty, so here is Easter Mater out of the package. So I think he looks awesome. So something I do notice right away is he doesn't have a very normal expression, because I believe on the regular Mater, of course the original Mater, his eyes are facing just straight in the center. Like they're not kind of like looking down as what Mater is doing right here, the Easter version of Mater, because if you kind of look at it like this, it's kind of like Mater's looking at the Easter basket, because I believe that's very accurate to the story. So I think that's awesome. You can just have the Easter basket right in front of him, because you can kind of tell he's kind of looking at it. So now let's get into Mater a little bit before getting into the Easter basket. But of course Mater is exactly the same except for the expression. The expression of course is a little bit different of what I just talked about a couple seconds ago. But something that is different is that he's got this Easter colors kind of replacing the Tow Mater, Toy, and Salvage. Well, I guess it must be painted over it, but I guess under the coat it still has the Tow Mater, Toy, and Salvage name and title part. So that's what it has on both sides of him in the exact same spot. So there's kind of circle oval-like colors with pink, blue, and yellow. So that's really awesome. And of course, there's not a lot of new decals, or well, of course, there's no decals, but they're, other than the paint on both sides of them, covering the Tow Mater, Toy, and Salvage part, then there's nothing else that's different except for the eyes. But other than that, there's nothing else different, but I still think he's really cool, although he doesn't have much difference to him than the original Mater. So now let's go ahead and take out his Easter basket. So here it says Mater's Easter tire, of course from the Easter Buggy. And then here it says filler up, which almost kind of seems like something Mater would say. Now I do like how the Easter baskets are a little bit different from each other, because this one, besides Lightning's, it kind of has a little bit of zigzags and a little red dots going around the base of it, which is yellow. And then it kind of has almost the same things that Lightning had in it. There's just a lot of oil cans, and then also, I believe, oh, there's a little bow on this one, but it's plastic. And then there's a couple tiny little orange eggs there. So that's really cool. And so like I said, I think it's really cool how all of the Easter baskets are different from each other, and they're not like all exactly the same. And there's the exact same things in each one. So that will do it for Easter Mater. So now, last but not least, let's take a look at Easter Ramone. So here is Easter Ramone in the front. Now, of course, here on the back, it has exactly what Lightning and Mater's card had on the back. Now, let's go ahead and open Easter Ramone up. So here is Easter Ramone out of the package. So I think it looks awesome. Now, something that I will say about Easter Ramone is that you can't really say that he's a lot different from the original, because I mean, yes, he is much different from the original, but what I'm trying to get at is that there are so many paint jobs for Ramone, so like you can't say there's one that might look a little bit similar to this Easter Ramone, because if you, oh yeah, and also I I just noticed this, but I believe Retro Ramone is actually quite similar to Easter Ramone because you can see the little stripes coming across they look very, very similar, I believe, because they look very pointy and very sharp, and they just have very sharp looking edges as well. So now let's go ahead and get into Easter Ramone for a little bit here. Now, he's got a nice smiling expression, and also I believe it might be just slightly different than Purple Ramone's expression, but it can't be too much different. Now, he's got a lot of Easter looking colors. He's got yellow, he's got pink, he's got a little bit of a very light shade of orange, and I think that's awesome because it definitely resembles Easter as a very happy holiday, so that's what's nice. He's got very happy looking colors on him. Now, of course, on the last display, nothing different, still says low and slow, and then kind of more on the back, it's all yellow with just little pink stripes crossing each other, and then you can, yeah, and then also, I'm just going to say it again, I believe the side is almost kind of similar to Retro Ramone's sides as well, because Retro Ramone doesn't have the exact same paint job. The colors are much different from each other, but it's just kind of the look of, it's kind of like the look of the stuff on Ramone that kind of looks the same as the designs on Retro Ramone. Now let's go ahead, let's kind of bring him back here. Now, here you can see the Easter basket for Ramone with an exclamation mark. So, he's kind of got pretty much very similar things to Lightning and Mater, what they got in their Easter basket from Easter Buggy. So, as you can see here, he's got a couple of sparks here, and then he's got quite a few oil cans as well. There's one right here, and they've got definitely very different colors from each other. Although they're very, very similar items, they have very different colors. So, I think that's really good as well, because I mean he must have handed out very similar things, but just in different colors as well. So the base of this one is quite similar to Lightning's because it's kind of like got very small yellow oval shapes and then a really dark green base. So it's almost kind of like Lightning's, except it's just a completely different color. So that will do it for this review. I hope you guys did enjoy, and we'll see you guys next time for another review of Easter Buggy. See you next time. Young ones, but we live for it, we die for it, we live for it.